Okay, so this was just a little memory that I had on the way to Orania. When I was a child, I used to go to this place with my dad to go and hunt. And it's also a hotel right next to a steam train track where all the steam trains used to run through in those days, where people used to come and do photography. That's coming into Orania. There's the main road. The main road splits the town into two halves. And then this is a place where we stayed over, myself, Peter, and Gerda.
So that's next to the Orange River.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
and that's my house. That was my house. General de la Rey was a Boer leader. And I had very nice neighbors next to me. Do you have a picture of that one? There you go.
Okay, that was Peter, myself. Peter was there on the left-hand side. I was on the right. So we each had our own room.
Who knows who Christian Baez is?
Also a general.
Yeah. Wasn't just any kind of general, he was a good friend of De La Rey.
There's a song.
He was once head of the Union Defence Force, and while he was in the Defence Force, he was travelling with General De La Rey when General De La Rey was murdered at the police roadblock.
Well, there's a song, Afrikaans song about De La Rey as well. De La Rey, sal jy my kom bevry.
That they sing in the pubs there as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then if you...
Sorry, but just look at the houses. It's so well equipped. We had everything that we needed.
Yeah.
And you can drink water. You can drink water from the tap.
Yeah. And each had our own ensuite bathrooms as well. Peter had his own shower. I didn't have a shower, unfortunately. I only had a bath. Okay, if you want to upgrade then, that will be the other bungalows. It's an upgrade from ours. And then just there's Peter. The next morning we went for a walk. So I took a photo of Peter. There's Gerda. And then myself. That's right next to the Orange River. So most of their water for the irrigation gets pulled from the Orange River. That's Gerda sitting there looking at the view in the morning.
But look how clean it is. No bottles lying around, no plastics. It's really, really very clean.
And then they also got, you'll see at the bottom right there, there's it's a little boat where people can take rides up and down the Orange River where they cater for the people on the, well, not a boat, but it's like a
floating restaurant.
Yes, yeah.
They have catch and release. There's a spa, there's a restaurant, there's all sorts of holiday activities that you can do there.
And then that's a pivotal irrigation system. So most of their lands are all in a circular system that gets pivoted on this irrigation system that they use. Just some scenes of the river there as well, the canoes on the side there. The willow trees, the weeping willows.
Wow.
Some beautiful old trees there next to the river. Alexa, that's the means of transport there. Most of the people, the locals there, ride these Alexas there.
Imported from China.
Yes, they can see what's there.
Radio Orania, that's where Dr. Peter had an interview this morning, that's Bart. And the interesting thing is, they say they only speak English. Ons praat net Engels uit verdediging uit, that's what they say. So they speak Afrikaans all the time, and Doctor knows everything that they say. And he replies in English. It was a great interview. Did we post it?
That's also on Facebook, if you want to have a look.
we
There's a
posted
link
it on Facebook. Yeah.
Then this is Henny. He was our tour guide. Gerda was taking some notes there for a book that she's called, the article that she's going to write with her phone.
It was an hour drive, but it was not enough. We didn't really stop to check it out. We just drove through the whole area.
But it was very informative.
Yeah, very.
That is a map of Orania. That's right next to the nursery. That's right next to the main road, splitting the town into two halves, the south and the north. And then they got their own local money as well, the Aura. Same denominations as the Rand, and it's same value. If you spend the Rand there, you get Auras as change.
Orania, with lots of information, and look at the art, the artwork. They've got everything, and the name of the streets, look at the name of the streets. I wrote a few down, Rubijn, Smaragd, Diamant, obviously everything is in Afrikaans. And if you zoom into the notice board, you will see there no crime.
Okay, another Alexa, guy smoking a cigarette while he's driving there. Another Alexa with seats in it for tourists.
Look at the artwork there. There are some other pictures as well.
And then their flag, that is the small giant on there, stands for prosperity. And then most of the laborers there is white guys. You don't see any black people working. These are two guys working in the road. This is the new university that they're busy building. They got their own solar plant as well that supplies 50% of the power there. And their sewage works as well, is all done by themselves. The water purifying system as well. But you can see how neat it is and how clean it is. There's no litter or anything lying around anyway. This is the company that makes the frames. Most of their housing is built with corrugated sheeting, so they use this as a frame for the inner frame and then it gets cladded. So this is the company that supplies it. That's a typical house. It's half the cost of a brick house. And then that is their gym, their local gym, Gemsbok. This house is still busy in development. He's parked his caravan underneath there for a bit of shade.
All sorts of styles across the town.
This is quite interesting.
very
They're
nice.
using the drainage for the water from the roof. They use the chain coming down. It's quite interesting. Never seen that before. And then most of the houses on the roofs has got the solar powered geysers. That's a typical road in Orania. Alexa, now that if you look at that pipe at the back there that runs for 13 kilometers through the town, it's still from the original waterworks and it's still in use today.
They bought the town from the waterworks. There are still some cement roads as well. That's from that era.
There's no police there, so they got their own security company. Then this is their building. The tower at the top, it looks like an airport control tower that can see 360 all the way. The whole town is visible from there. This is almost on like a hill where the whole town is visible from that point. Just another angle of it. This is an old age home.
Oh, and while we were there, it was the Wysigreis, it was a week for the elderly. So they spoil them and they really look after the elderly.
This is just some of the artwork on the street outside the ladies' res at the Technikon. That's the guys, that's their side where they live. And then this was a fundraiser walk that they had in the town where they were walking the whole day, 24 hours through the night, the youth of the town. Some of the kids on the streets.
Now, they were playing everywhere. Peaceful.
This is the local guy that makes the biltong and supplies the meat there. You can see what it is.
So this is very interesting house. It's made of, in Afrikaans, it's called weibale. Weibale in English is called hay bales. So it is painted, but it's made of weibale. There are two places. This is a shop now. The other one is a house. This is a restaurant. The other one was a house.
Now the Alexa.
That's a tuk-tuk. The local tuk-tuk.
This is the little quaint street with all the trees. It's the only green developed street in Orania. It's probably the oldest street there.
But look how clean it is, eh? That's very obvious. Kunsteraad.
It's also in the same road, and then the school crossing. And then on most of the fencing, you see this, the plant is for, just to decorate the town a little bit. They got all these plants for flowers everywhere.
Oh, that's a cook sister. You asked about the picture. We had lovely cook sisters. Oh, Saturday we had cook sisters. We had cook sisters Sunday. So that's a cook sister monument, and that is, you know the story about the Voortrekkers and their cook sisters. That's how they built the churches and the schools, and they still do that, and put their children through universities by selling cook sisters.
And then just behind it is the Olympic swimming pool for the town. It's the local pool that everybody goes and swims. You don't see that often in towns anymore.
Yeah, but notice the roses as well. So right through the town, there was roses, all colors, white, red.
Their main thing they do there is pecan nuts. So these are the pecan nut trees in the background there that they export to China, apparently. You can see some of the pecan nuts in the trees. Another example of the corrugated sheet housing, the builder's bakkie. Local. And then this is the riding school, the horse riding school there. They want to change the name to Afrikaans. They're not this. The locals aren't happy with the English name. This is from the old waterworks that they changed into a monument as well. It's quite nifty. So they didn't break it down, they kept it. This is Charl's house that Peter had a meeting with. You can eat yours.
So that's our table. It was quite busy, straight through Saturday, Sunday. You will see now, go to the next one, you will see the people. They were very interested. They knew about Dr. Hammond and his books.
So there was 2 nights where Peter gave a speech. This is the first night, and some of the pictures will show the second night. This is a little hill just behind the church where they got busts of all the well-known figures in South African history. This is the little giant. He stands in front of all the other busts in the background. There you can see all of it arranged together. And then that's from Kruger. You can see the church in the background there. There's the flag of the small giant. And that's Verwoerd. And there's the new bust, the new edition, Peter.
That's the next mayor of Orania.
Just some of the flowers there. There's a little gift shop selling mugs. And then this is a server, Vaughan.
This picture is for you.
Own chocolate as well they make there, very interesting. And then you'll
Toffee
see the
shop.
graphic on the chocolate, that's the trappies, Carrefour trappies. It's also another site that you can go and see in Orania.
That is for the foot tracker women who were prepared to walk barefoot.
They
Recycling.
all do recycling there as well. You can see all the various bins. That is a local hardware. And there's the new mayor of the town.
Coffee shop, very nice coffee shop.
That's Gerda on the
Colfoot,
trappies.
Colfoot, look, because it was the woman who walked Colfoot.
And then the petrol jockey, that's a white guy that you don't often see in South Africa. And you can see they don't accept any checks, only cash. That's it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they have a preschool, they have a primary school, they have a high school, they have a technicon, they are busy with the university. I think we've mentioned they've got a hospital, name it, and they have it. Lots of small shops, library. We were treated well, they were very friendly. All in all, it was a great weekend. But we have to go back because it was too short. Any questions?
How many people are there?
In 1998, it was 500 people. It went up to 2005 to 2,000 people. It's standing currently over 4,000.
And still growing. They have a 10% growth per year for the last few years.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, reminds me of the woods.
Yeah. But you can see there's lots of building projects going on, lots of new houses and restoration.
Yeah.
But very clean, very orderly. Petty crimes, but they don't have a chukkie.
They haven't had a murder in, 31 years, eh?
32 years.
32 years. Yeah.
What is the growth based on? Is it not only families growing, but it's new people coming in?
New people coming in, yeah. But you have to apply, obviously, and then you go through the committee and whatnot.
Also something interesting, most of the things that they export, it goes to China for some reason. I don't know. I read that on the internet. Very interesting.
What kind of governing body do they have? Yes, you mentioned the mayor, but they must have some kind of...
Municipality, they're a municipality on its own. They're totally independent.
Is that the governing body? The municipality, they make the
Yeah.
decision?
Yeah, let the dorpsraad, so that's a municipality.
Yeah.
And obviously the church play a huge role there.
Apparently, most of the council are Reformeerd. So although the Afrikaans Protestant Kerk is the biggest and most popular congregation in town, the Reformeerden somehow dominate the council. So when it comes to town running it, the Reformeerden people are the ones in the leadership. So I don't think people are popular on the ground, but the leadership is not in their hands.
But it's very tranquil. You see children playing in the streets all the time, riding bicycles and just having
Even
fun.
at night time, the children
Even at
plays
night
outside.
time.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It reminds me of Bethlehem when I was a child. I mean, it's the same atmosphere for me. Any more questions?
What was your favorite part?
The cooksters, of course.
The food.
Oh, and the steak.
lunch we had,
And the
yeah,
steak.
steak.
We had steak
We had
and you had
cooking steak.
chicken.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
everything
lovely.
was great.
People ordering chicken, they said that's a vegetable over here.
It's considered to be a vegetable, yeah.
No, everything was nice. Walking in the morning to the river was also nice. Just sitting there and taking everything in was very nice. People are very friendly. Everywhere they would greet you hi, and they obviously know that we are visitors, so they will come and they will talk to you.
Are they happy then?
Well, it seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you wanna
Especially
go
the
there.
children. Especially the children. I always look at the children because you can see the truth there. And they seem very happy. And your idea, how did you feel about the whole trip?
Oh. In one sense, I think it's a trip down memory lane in the way things used to be.
Yeah.
But easy.
Exactly.
But, I hope it's a vision of the future.
Yeah. I wrote, at first glance, the town looks peaceful, well kept and orderly. Afrikaners live here. And I'm told they do not believe in demolition, but building up. That's what I said. Crime, murder and theft are against the law there. So the heading of my article is "My visit to Orania made me proud again to be called an Afrikaner," because for a very long time I was not very proud to be called an Afrikaner. But it reminded me on what Afrikaner really is all about. For me, that's personal. Like I said, they have a spa, a restaurant, you can do fishing, you can do all sorts of things that you can do at other holiday places.
The swimming pool.
Two.
Yes, yeah, there's an
They have
Olympic-sized swimming
Olympic
pool
size
for
and
the
one in
community
the
to
top,
use.
yeah.
And it's very clean. I saw it, yeah.
And the people there also, some of them have their own. Like a Germany.
Yes.
How many people you said? 500? 1,000?
It's just over 4,000 now. 4,000.
It started with 500, but it's now almost 4,000.
How can they support a tech and then they're building a university as well?
There must be outsiders coming to here.
Yeah, I'm wondering, you probably get outsiders
We're
coming
trying to choose where to send my children.
Yeah, they're trying to promote the next generation, to build up the town.
Yeah, but from outside the town as well.
Yes.
It's, if you've got 4,000 people, that means you're probably going to have about 50 students or something like that.
Oh, they will probably, start small and
Yeah, but I'm thinking you'll probably get outsiders coming to study there, given what universities are like.
okay, that's that.